Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, make your own decisions. All right, guys, so this is just going to be a general video. I just want to clarify a couple things here. So these technologies, and regardless of the lies and the fake narratives that were sold to retail, these technologies are the corporation's new technologies. All right, that's why they're the ones that are implementing it. That's why they probably use these technologies more than we do. So they're going to be the largest stakeholders and the main validators on these networks. Just know that. And that's the real unfortunate. That's why it's so frustrating to be in my position, because I can see that clear as day. I have 99.9% confidence with what I just said. But seeing what they're doing and seeing the lies that are being told, it's very frustrating. And it's I can't reach everybody, and the propaganda machine is too great for any one or two or three people to take on. So it is what it is. People that figure it out will figure it out. People that don't won't. And all right, some other things here. Okay, so essentially what they're doing is they're incorporating this new technology into the existing web, integrating these networks into their existing web-based platforms and applications. It's going to allow for tons of additional functionality on the internet that currently does not exist. Digital ownership is not possible. Having an open public record of all transactions is not currently possible. All right. Being able to make micropayments, it's not really efficient. Being able to settle transactions instantly on a faster, more secure, more efficient payments network on the web, it doesn't exist. Sending money internationally from one person or one institution to another with instant settlement. We don't have anything that makes that possible right now. It is functionality that would dramatically enhance the internet and would allow for so much additional commerce and monetization. We don't have the technology to do those things right now. That's what this is going to account for, and numerous other things as well. So that's what this is. And again, these are their technologies. These were not designed necessarily for the normal Joe just to use for whatever. That's why I'm extremely secure and comfortable with what I'm doing, is because I have my net worth stored cryptographically on numerous different networks that are designed for the largest corporations and institutions in the world. That's why they are the ones that are implementing them right now. So retail has just been sold a lot of lies about what this is. And there will come a day in the not too distant future where that becomes very, very clear to everybody. This will be remembered as the greatest deception in world history. And when I say in the not too distant future, this is going to just continue to unfold over the next 6 to 12 to 18 months to 2 years, so on and so forth. But it will be remembered as the greatest deception in world history, in my opinion. And what's going to happen, and I actually do want to get on the record about this particular topic, because I'm going to have to reference this very video in the future. So what's going to happen is a lot of the people that have essentially just trashed crypto, that have said that, oh, it's a big scam, it's a big Ponzi, the only time they talk about crypto is when it's a negative story. They cover none of the examples around Swift and Chainlink or Numerous different countries are already working with Stellar. They just cover none of that. They act like it doesn't exist, but they'll cover every single negative story about crypto. What all these people are going to do, what many Bitcoin maxis will do, the people who got this wrong, okay, the people who got this wrong, what they're going to do is they're never going to acknowledge they got it wrong. They're going to immediately pivot to a moral high ground argument that you or that me or that anybody is immoral and unethical for investing in these companies because they have ties to, let's say, the central bankers, or because they have ties to the World Economic Forum, or because of all of those different things. That's what they're going to pivot to. Mark the date, save the video. I'm 100% sure I will reference this video in the future because I know that's what they're going to do. And people should be, if you're not a content creator, if you're not really like on social media, I guess it really doesn't matter for you, but that's what's going to happen. Now, and this is why that position is going to have absolutely no validity whatsoever. So none. And in the future, when this does happen, I will debate whatever liar it is, because they fall into one of two categories. People who push that, let's just say in a year from now, that starts happening. It's going to start happening, just a matter of when it starts happening. And it's going to happen at scale with a lot of different groups of people. But so if you're making that case, one of two things must be true. One, when this was being implemented all over the world, out in the open, you either knew about it and didn't say anything, or you didn't know about it because you, quite frankly, weren't intelligent enough to figure it out. So, and the people that were probably telling you that that's what it was, you probably told them that they were wrong and that they were stupid and that it was vaporware and it was going to zero. So those are the only two categories of people. Either you didn't know because you're just not smart enough to figure it out, and you probably ignored people that were telling you that that was going on. So if you ignored people that were telling you it was going on, and then later you want to say, oh, wait, no, you're immoral. No. You were just wrong on your initial assessment. Or you knew what it was, but didn't tell anybody, but then waited until all of it was already implemented and that all of this had already moved forward and the system was already put in. And then you started virtue signaling. So I don't care to listen or either one of those two groups of people. I could care less. But that's what's going to happen. Mark my words. Save the date. I will be referencing this video in the future. So, okay. Because the reality of it is that, let's just say that crypto and blockchain and the new system does turn into this dystopian whatever, right? And let's say by the year 2030. Maybe sooner, who knows? Maybe never. I guess we'll see. But let's just say that it does. The time to have the conversations about what needs to be done to prevent something like that, the time for pushback, the time for public awareness is right now. It was 6 months ago. It was 12 months ago. It was 18 months ago. But because nobody is telling the truth about this right now, people telling the truth about it a year from now is not going to make a damn bit of difference because it's going to be way too far down the road. So the only people in the future that will have a valid position on this will be the people that told the truth right now. Period. End of story. I said this was going to happen 18 months ago, not because I'm super smart, because I'm not, because it's that obvious. It is that out in the open. It is that obvious. So when I'm sitting here watching almost nobody tell the truth about this, I'm saying, well, maybe to be honest with you, it looks like they already know and they're just full of shit and they're just not telling people. Watch these same people be virtue signaling to no ends after all this unfolds, and they are ultimately wrong. and this is actually an important topic. I don't want people to think this is just a trivial thing. This is a pretty important topic. This is going to become a big deal. Okay, so what else? That's really all I got. Well, let me just go over one more thing here. The perfect entry fallacy. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but if not, you know, guys, with alts, look at these different alts. Look at the different blue chips right now. Some of them have dropped 90%. Some of them have dropped 95%. Some have dropped 99%. Some dropped 85% and then bounced 100%, 200%. The point that I'm making is that if you were to pick 5 to 10 alts and you were to say, I'm going to invest in these alts and I'm going to try to time the bottom, you would be timing 5 to 10 different bottoms across drastically different ranges. If you wait until something drops by 90% and you're like, that's the bottom, and you buy at 90%, you go all in, and if it ultimately falls not to 95%, you've lost 50% of your, or lost. I mean, because I don't really view it like that. I mean, but your portfolio will be 50% down. But you waited. If you waited all the way till it drops 90%, and then you buy heavy, and it drops 95%, that's 50% down. So the point that I'm really making is that, like, trying to time the bottom with alts is a losing game. For people who want to try it, I wish you the best. I really do. Like, I'm not sitting here hoping that you miss out. And that's why, like, I have no tolerance for these dumb NPCs that want to come and, like, every time the market drops, they want to go talk shit to people who are bullish. It's like, you miserable fuck. Get the fuck out. Why would you look at how deranged you have to be to even be following an asset class in a market that you don't want to be invested in? How fucking deranged are you? Like, for certain stocks that I'm a bear on, I just think about the mental illness that would have to exist in my mind for me to go and find people that are talking about and investing in things that I don't want to have anything to do with, but I'm going to go subscribe to them and follow them and comment solely for the purpose of just trying to talk shit to them. So for any other of you miserable fucking losers that meet that criteria, just piss off. Okay? Or you can just come back in a year or however long and just acknowledge how wrong you were and how much of a fucking idiot you are. You can do either one, okay? All right, what else do I got? Yeah, so timing alts, it's going to be extremely difficult. Because again, some might drop 85%. I mean, just look at this. Look at Polygon, Quant, and then let's say Polkadot. You could even throw ICP in there, Stellar. You know, you would literally have to time 5 to 10 different bottoms. And a 85% drop and a 92% drop, that's a big deal. I mean, that's a big difference, percentage-wise. And that's why, in my personal opinion, for me personally, just for me personally, not for you, it's just me personally, I'm just going to dollar cost average, and that's that. So, okay, because it's just too big of a range. When things go exponentially up and down, it's the range is far too great to be able to time it, in my opinion. And it becomes that much more difficult the more that you have to try to time. The more alts that you're picking from, the more difficult it becomes. It's hard enough with one, because you got to guess this. Let's just say it's from to 95%. You're going to have to guess the bottom, and it's going to drop 95%. But you don't know. You don't know if it's going to drop 80, 95. You don't know if it's going to drop 99, 90. You don't know if it's going to drop 85% and then bounce 200%, like, let's say, Algorand or Quant. Not Algorand, Polygon or Quant. So it's just, it makes it, it's a loser's game, in my opinion. But for those that want to try it, I genuinely hope you succeed. And if you did, and you time the exact bottom, I would be thrilled for you. I wouldn't be hoping that you missed out. So, because I'm not I'm not deranged. And I genuinely like want things to work out for most people that are invested in this space. So I think that's pretty much all I got, guys, for this video at least. That's it. Another video coming at some point in time. It's got a lot to say about different things. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care. Have a good day. I'll see you next video.